All right, we are in the weekend round of the Texas Track 9-hole Cup. I'm in the rookie division, just playing. I almost forgot that I had to play today. That's the deal. That is the deal.
You playing?
So let's see what we can get done. I have no notes. I have no nothing. So we'll just go look at the holes and we'll see. We'll see what we need to do. We're running the test pattern. All right. The whole goal is to try and get it laid up right here. You can get over here with a 3 power ball. Let's. And I think somebody mentioned that we have tailwinds on every shot. Let's think about what kind of ball I want here. 3 power ball would be good. What do I have a lot of? I'm not going to miss one. I could bring out. I suppose I could bring out a power 5 ball just to get me up there so I don't have to do anything special. You really want to start off with an eagle on this hole. It would be nice. It would be. 1 times the wind divided by 1.3 per ring. I'm not so sure with power 5 ball that APOC is 1.3. It might be less. Level 7 power 5 ball 1 2 1 2 per ring. I'm gonna do 1.3 anyways. Why not? Especially the way the wind's blowing today. The wind blowing in this direction and the sand trap up here, I'd rather under pull it and end up here than over pull it and end up in the sand. Now you could play it with a white ball and a big topper. Is that a power 5? Power fur ball. Let's see if my opponent can get up there. Get her done. 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 Done. Dun 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 dun. That'll go a mile. That's probably too far. Just a little bit too far. Just a bit. I'm going to do one less than max. Something like the other day. And the wind's going to push me over this direction, 3.3. I think I'm going to go just a little teeny bit. I'm going to go 1.5 less than max. You can see which way the wind's going to push me. So the wind's going to push me up in that direction and give me some separation. So no overpower and just a little teeny bit of curl. Hitting it perfect. The perfect bounce over the sand. The perfect bounce over the sand. Perfecto. It's always good when you bring out a special ball and it works out. It really sucks when you bring out a special ball just to do something and then you don't hit it perfect, or you tank the drive and you end up in the sand or the rough, and then you wasted it. Shit, I could have did that with a marlin. Now the one thing my opponent has going for him is they've got that precision ball, and that paid off for him right there. That is a good reason to bring, especially when you're doing if you got to do an overpower shot and you got a precision ball, it is a little easier to hit the perfecto. and not the great. In the hole. I think maybe the wind had a little bit of that factor. Good luck in the tournament yourself. Good luck, my man. All right, we started it off with an eagle. Can't get too excited about that because you really need to start off with an eagle. That's kind of the deal. You really do. Now, these par threes, I'm having a hard time remembering what course. I did a scouting report yesterday for the spring major, and now I'm trying to remember these holes, but I think these ones were good par threes. And there was a rough bump that we could do right here and go with the cup. And I did not take any notes. I don't have nothing. Let's see which way the wind's blowing. Let's see. That wind works good for us. I think I was able to do it with a 3 side spin ball. And if I remember correctly, where I was at I brought a Goliath and I used a katana. I think there might just be. There might just be. And it seems like I did a 10 to start off with and it wasn't enough, and I did a 15, and was that enough? Or it should have been like 15 plus 0.1. Let me think here. Let me think long and hard. Now, not too hard. Let's make sure we got a katana. I was able to get it. I was able to get to the spot with a katana. I had to pull back. It would have been nice to have a ball that had a little bit more side spin. But I think I do have some 2 power balls with more side spin, but I don't have very many of them. I'm not really willing to waste them in a. Yeah, I've got some of these balls right here, but I'm not really willing to waste any of those in a 9-hole cup. But I am willing to waste a katana. I'm going to take that bag, but let's make sure I got a bag with a Goliath just in case. All right, longer. Here we go. It seems to me that it was like 1.5 right hand, or it was three right hand side spin. Was all the side spin. And like maybe 3.5, 3 1/4, 3 and a titch of top spin, but I could be wrong on that. I could be. We'll have to be quick. I was with a sniper. Is that right? I guess it is right. I'm a minimum sniper. 3.2 divided by 1.2 is 3.1 rings. There's 3.1. Oh! Go in anyways. It's not going to go in. Arrgh. I need coffee. That's the deal. That's the deal right there. Swamp Gators getting a hole. Damn it. I don't think I didn't hit a hole in one on and I think all 3 of these par 3s are super. Like, we got great opportunities for hole in one. If you can hit them perfect. For some reason, I was thinking I was in my sniper on that, but obviously I was wrong. Obviously. See if my opponent can get in the hole. Get in the hole. Get in the hole, ball. Go home. Close. Close. It'd really be nice to have some notes, but since I'm a lazy bastard, I didn't take any notes, so we're having to reinvent the wheel today. This is why it's so important to record your own video, watch some video, write some stuff down. You really don't learn anything if you don't hit perfect, so hit perfect. Don't be afraid to change your notes as you progress through it. All right. Hole number 3. Okay, we got a shot here. Let me look at hole number 3. Let me look at it. I played that yesterday, and now I'm trying to remember the whole deal. A topspin boost ball would be better here to get you all the way up, but you can get up into this area pretty easily, and there is a pretty nice shot at it. I think there is a rough bump that you can do here if you bring out a Goliath, but you can just go at it. And I think the rough bump is more like in this area, trying to go at it with the Goliath. I'm going to bring a Goliath. For some reason, it feels like that's what I should bring. Let's look at that one more time. Look at it one more time. Let's see what, because it seemed like there is an adjustment to the cup, and that 10% does feel right. Which way is the wind blowing? All right, so that wind might be problematic on the second shot. If you bring out a Goliath and you can get down into this area with that kind of wind, you'll give yourself a little bit of room, but if you have to get up into this area, now you're having to pull over the sand. But it does seem like you could get there with a Goliath. I'm going to bring my Grizzly. I'll probably regret it, but I'm just going to bring my Grizzly. I'll bring bag number 5. And let's make sure we might, because of the angle on that second shot, I might need some side spin. So let's bring a Kingmaker. Here we go. It seems like I was trying to do a max hook shot, or not, a max curl shot, I should say, to really try and dig up in there instead of just, if you go straight, I think this is the hole where if you go straight forward, you got to pull back in order to get here so that you can kind of go up the fairway. But if you want to get a little bit more yardage on your first bounce to down here, you kind of taken yourself out. In order to go down the fairway, you really got to curl it around to get it over there. And I did it the other day, and I was like 4.5 rings off, and I just barely clipped the rough. No, it's not this hole, it's the next one. It's the next one. I knew it was one of them now. .4 divided by 1.3, 2.21 rings. 2.21. Let's push that forward distance back on there. Hitting it perfect. See if we can get a run going up the chute. Topspin boost ball or a bigger power ball for the setup, but that should give me a pretty good angle at it. Man, that might be Kingfisher. It might be. See if my opponent can get in their spot, and they did. It is Kingfisher. There's Max. Max Kingfisher. I'm going to be 3 rings off that rough. $2.2. Well, it's just going to be 2.2. I was going to add on 10%, but it's 1.1 at max. So they balance out. So the wind, there's 2.2. That was 2.25 actually. Oh! That would have been in the hole. It would have came in right on the other side. That Kingfisher is so freaking accurate if you hit it perfect. Arr! Arr! Have I hit anything perfect? I didn't hit the... I made the little chip shot on the first hole, but I didn't hit it perfect. And then I missed the par 3 and didn't hit it perfect, and I missed that one. Have I hit a perfect today? Other than I've hit some perfects on the drive, but the shots to the cup, the money shot, I haven't hit a perfect yet. What kind of crap is that? Damn it. That's 2 holes right there that I think perfects would have been. They may not have made it, but man, they would have been close. Dang it. Dang it. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Dag nabbit. I'm going to have to pick something up here. Those first 3 shots were golden opportunities, and only capitalized on one of them. What do we have in store for us for hole number 4? What do we have? Since I can't remember the holes, I'm lost in translation. All right, all right. All right. Now, what I like to do is come in here and do a max curl shot and try and run up the chute. And I just laying it up right here, but I would like to get a little bit closer. I would. The deal is, if you bring out a bigger side spin ball, you take the risk of over curling it and ending up bleeding out up in this area. And you can play this with a katana. You can. And I was doing 3 sides, or like 2 top spin, and I actually had a pretty good angle on it. And I think the last time I put on like 3, and I still had a pretty good angle on it. I could have put on more. Let's think long and hard here. This is all ball choice. So we're in that same deal. Do I use... I have 6, and you only need 5. And it's got 4 side spin. Let's think. Okay, I'm going to use one. Why not? Why not? Times. All right, here we go. But I still don't think I can put on, I think maybe 5 top spin. .8 divided by 1.3 is 1.5 rings. Okay. I'm going to go 6. Nah, I'm going to go 5. One and a half rings. Max curl. Hitting it perfect. And see if I over curl it. Nope. And I could have went with the 6. It felt like it was going to be too much if I went with 6, but I could have. I had plenty of room to go with 6. We'll see. We'll see. I like it so far, but you could bring out a bigger ball and just try and get over, and you have to do some overpower. Well, with the wind, the way that the wind is, now there's stuff to do overpower. Why does that seem like, okay, and they left the wind in. Why does this seem like it's going to go horrible? It's going to go long, is what it feels like. Like they're going to hit, and then it's going to go long, and it's going to end up on the backside. Oh, they hit the rough. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That works. That works, bro. Nice, nice shot. Okay, there's max, so there's mid. So I'm in mid club. .6 divided by 2.4, like one ring. 1.1. Let's see where that put me. All right, I can live with that. Hitting it perfect. In the hole! Go home, ball. Go home. All right. Woo! That was an example of what I was talking about earlier, where you bring out a ball and then the ball helped you out. The ball did get me around the corner. I've only been able to put on like 3 toss-in with the katana because of the angle coming around that corner. If you put on too much more, you can run into that rough area. All right. All right, we picked up one. We picked one up. Hole number 5. What is hole number 5? Hole number 5. All right. All right. Which way's the wind blowing here? Okay, so here's what I remember on this hole. Okay, I'm in mid club, and I'm doing a 20%. So it's 1.2 times the wind divided by 1.1. You could play it at .10% at max club, but fractionally it's not the same. So I'm going to play it at 20% at mid club, and I'm going to play this with a navigator. Let's take a little bit. Let's take, hey, not that. I don't need a Raptor. All I need is a navigator. Cut the wind down just a bit. I think that's got enough side spin on it. I believe it does. I believe. Okay, here we go. Hit this perfect, it goes in the hole. If I don't hit it perfect, it does not go in the hole. And I will go first. Wow, I can't believe my opponent's going first. I always end up going first. I have no idea what the deal is there. Do do do. Do 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 do. I'm not quite sure It seemed like the 10%, like it also needed like a plus 0.1 or something. My opponent's going to show us how to do it. We'll go back there and rewind and see what they did, because that was perfect. El Perfecto, my friend. In the hole. In the hole. 2.2. 2.5 rings. $2.5. I'm going to do 2 4.5. Hitting it perfect. Slight overpull. Slight. And it would have been 2 4 straight up. So it was -1 instead of +1. Because I think 2 3 would have been in the hole. Dang it. Dang it. Close. Close. All right. No luck on the par 3s. No love. No love. All right. I'm going to go for this area and try and blast it out in here and go for the shot. Is what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. Let's see. Let's see. I would have kind of liked it better if the wind was blowing like this. I mean, we still got tailwind, but I would have liked it if it was coming in from the right, because the area that I'm kind of landing in there, it would have been better. It would have felt better. I don't need to practice. What I need to do, what I need to do is pick the right ball here. I'm going to take a big ball. And I'm going to take the bag that I got, and we're going to go for it. Why not? There is an adjustment on the second shot to the cup. It seemed like the other day I hit this and I hit it straight up. I think I made an Albie on this the other day. And I hit it just straight up. It's hard to tell on those numbers, because if you're playing on this hole and you're back over in this area right here, hey, if I can get my pen to work. If you're back in this area, what your percentage is versus if you're in this area versus being right here, whether those are the same adjustment. If I can get an opponent. Let's go back. We'll try this again. We'll try it again. And if I remember correctly, it carries a mile down into the deal. Super easy to overshoot the drive shot, and then you're in a spot of bother. Super easy. I want to go there so that if I do overshoot it, I'm way out in the clear. 1.2 times 4.3 divided by 1.3. Pretty much 4 rings. And I'm going to push all of the forward wind back on. Try and get it straight up there. 75 rings great to the left. I might actually clip the rough right here. Ooh, it's going to be close. And I actually went right through it. Doesn't that look like it's about the same level? I mean, if there is an adjustment, it is slight. Very slight. But if you're back up in this area right here, you are a little bit higher than the cup. It's dropping down when it comes over through this area. I feel like I need to do just a straight up shot. Maybe just a little bit of tweak, but not much. I'm going to tell you, if they leave the wind in, the wind right here is blowing along this axis. And if they leave, oh man, if they do an overpower shot, they are taking a big risk of overshooting this into the rough on the first bounce. I think the grate might have helped them. That works. That works, bro. That works. Okay, there's Man Club. So I'm a minimum grizzly, which is 1.4 per ring. I put on just a little teeny bit of backspin. .2 divided by 1.4 be 3 rings straight up. I feel like I need to do like 3-1 or something. Oh, we'll never know because I hit it great. Oh! Once again, that would have been super close. I might have missed it on the other side and just rolled past it the same distance on the other side, but damn, it would have been, I would have liked to have seen it. I would have liked to have seen it. Perfect spot. What is that, 4 out of 5? I haven't hit perfect into the cup. And the only reason I hit the one perfect is because I brought a Precision 27 ball out. See if my opponent can get in from their spot. Let's see what kind of move they make, what kind of pull they do. That was 3 rings. From where they're at, that might be right, because I do think the elevation is different, or they're like you're further back in that area. There's a different adjustment to make. Faux show. All right. I gotta pick up something. Got to pick up one of these par 3s or one of these par 5s, and I need to pick up the next par 4 for any track. I mean, you're going to have to shoot a 16 or better, I'm sure. There's just way too many. I mean, every hole's got an opportunity on it, and so you're going to have to shoot some massive score to have any shot at a banner. I almost feel like the last par 4 is it the hardest of the par 4s? I can't remember what it is. I can't remember. It's a draw. All right, Lunger. Hole number 7. Texas track, hole number 7. All right. Now I was taking big risks on this hole. This hole right here could eat my lunch because I am taking big risks on it, and that wind is helping us out, so I only need a 3 power ball. I think I can just I'm going to bring out a Kingmaker because maybe. Let me think. All right, here we go. Taking big risks on this. Big risks. I risk this is a risk versus reward. If you make it over to the other side, even if you're in the rough, you got a great shot. But there is a big ass risk of ending up in the drink. Which is bad. Bad, I say. Is that 2 opponents in a row that have gone before me? That's amazing. I almost always go first. Why are you doing that? Unless they're doing a max overpower hook shot or they're doing some deal. Like, if you're going to bring out a big ball, you could go for the rough bump. The approach shot to this cup is, if your angle's wrong, it's a pretty tough, you got to bring the right club. If you go straight forward like my opponent's doing, you're going to have a sniper to the cup. See if they can get to the right spot. They shouldn't have any problems. It's pretty easy to get out to there. And one-on-one play, especially from the pro tees, I always play to right where my opponent's playing right there. Nice of Playdemic to put some signs out there. You know, that's a nice little area for us to try and get all the way up against the green. Against the transitional surface there, it opens up the green. Nice of them to put a sign right there. Nice. Thanks, Playdemic. Fucking jacklegs. All right, here we go. It's either got the legs to get over or it doesn't. Clip the rough. Clip the rough. Yes. Stop! Damn it. So close. So close. Like a half a bar less of topspin. I still would have hit that rough area and it wouldn't have bled me out so bad. I would have caught a little bit more of the rough and it would have slowed me down. I still got a great shot from here though. If I hit this shot perfect, it's going in the hole. If I hit this shot perfect and it doesn't go in the hole, I'm going to be ticked. I haven't hit a shot perfect yet, so let's do it. Well, the one, but that didn't count. That was with a precision ball. Let's redeem ourselves right here from all those non-perfects. Perfect. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Get in the hole, ball. That might be in. That might be in. That's in the hole. Nice. Nice shot. Nice shot. Huh? Yeah, I hit the wrong button. Okay, there's max, there's mid, there's quarter. I'm in that 8 per ring range. I'm eking on the 8 per ring range. 2.1 divided by 8 is a quarter of a ring. All right, all I got to do is hit that perfect and it goes in the hole. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Woo! In the hole. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. Right there. Still got a shot. Finally hit one perfect. If you hit them perfect, they tend to go in the hole more often. What's the deal? Good luck to you too, bro. Good luck. All right. Now we need to make this hole. We need this hole. Big time. Big time. Which way's the wind blowing? All right. I like that wind. I like it. I like it. I like it like that. I'm going to Do I have any practice tokens? I do. I'm going to practice this all one time just so I can see. I can't remember where I'm at in that. What club or ball I need to bring. It seems like you can just do it with a navigator. And I think it's the same thing. It's like at mid club. Doing a 20% at mid, but I want to check it out because it seemed like one of these holes you were taking off, but that might have been the last tournament. I can't remember, and I didn't take notes. What a dummy. That's why you practice, so you can take notes. And of course I practiced, but I didn't take any notes. I did it just for you guys and gals. All right, let's bring out a navigator. There's max. There's min. There's mid. Mid club. .6 divided by 1.1, 3.92 rings. There's 392 exactly. Hitting it perfect. Need to take off a half. -1. All right, I got the equation. -0.1. One right hand side spin and however much top spin I need to get to the cup. It's 1.2 times the wind divided by 1.1 minus 0.1. See if my opponent can get there. If the wind was blowing from the right to the left, I would have brought out a quasar to give me more side spin so that I could have gave myself a little more separation from the sand. That way you could work the wind out and you wouldn't have to involve the sand in your pool. All right. I got a game plan on this one. In the hole. All right, let's see if we can get a hole in one right here. Let's see. All right, here it comes. Let's get a hole in one. If I can find an opponent. Thank you, sir. Jen's dad. I go first. Okay, it's 2.3. 2.4 rings, exactly. And there is 2, 4, exactly. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in. Get in the hole. Get in. Is that the graphic? Woo! In the hole. Woo! In the hole. Perfecto. Prefecto. Yeah, it does help when you hit perfect. It's not going to help I'm sure at the top that there's somebody up there that's got better than a 16. So like all those shots that I didn't hit perfect on are the killer. You got to hit perfect. Gots to hit it perfect. What do they got here? Power 1, side spin 3, wind 4. Nice ball. What in the shit was that? I think the grate actually helped them. No, maybe not. I can never figure out how people eyeball it and like what the hell they're doing. Because you can eyeball something and you can turn around and actually look at it like you were doing a wind adjustment, and it's like it's hard to get the angle. At least if you want to eyeball it, at least turning so that you're lined up with the wind and you're making an adjustment with the wind, as opposed to, you know, the wind's blowing like this and you're making your adjustment from this direction, as opposed to pulling around and at least getting lined up with the wind so that you can make an adjustment. I suppose that effort to do that, you might as well learn how to do the wind ring method. 14. I have no idea what's at the top, but I'm going to bet that it's bigger than a 16. I'm going to bet. Last hole. All right, this is the hole right here that I did, that I was thinking of earlier, where you can, okay, so if you bring out a 3-power ball and you're in this zone right here, like where your red line's at, in order to get it so that you're going straight down the fairway, you actually have to pull it back a little bit so you can kind of line it up to go straight down the fairway. But you can start up like your red line's like right here, but if you want to, so your ball guide here, and you'd have to put curl on it so people will pull it back so they can get up closer and then hit it just straight. But if you want to dig down in here as far as you can possibly get and do max curl, how much room do you need to give it? Because if you put yourself right up against it and you do max curl, you're going to come around and you're going to end up out here in the rough. And so I gave myself 4.5 rings of separation here, and I clipped the rough right down here. I did bleed out and was still in the fairway and had a really good shot. But I'd lost a little bit of distance. I would have picked up a little bit more distance if I had gave myself more room down here. So I'm going to set it up with my APOC where I got 5 rings of separation. And so I'm going to be facing off this direction. I'm going to put max curl to try and get the run straight down the fairway. Straight down it. You could bring out a topspin boost ball and try and pick up a little bit more and really kind of dig down in there, but I really don't think that I need it. I think I'll still be in my Grizzly. I might. If I brought out one of these balls right here, I could do what my opponents are doing. I could start out, I'd have to pull it back because I haven't practiced and I really don't want to waste a ball practicing. And run it up. I'll try one of those. Why not? I'm using APOC. This might not be a bad area because I'm having to pull back from the red line a little bit. It might not be a bad area to bring out. A big topper. Now, depending on the level of big topper that you have, if you got a lower developed big topper, it might not be. I've got an obviously I got a maxed out big topper. It's the only maxed out Epic that I have, and it does pick up distance when it gets maxed out. It's still 10 yards short of the APOC, but that actually might work. We'll try. I'm gonna take that ball that I have picked, and I'm gonna start off with my APOC, and we'll see. Actually, I think the big topper might be I think it might work. Let me start off with it. Hey, let me start off with it, and we'll see if it works. If it doesn't, I'll just switch to bag number 5. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Getting out on the course. Huck fed. Hook fed. Am I picking up any? Am I picking it up? I think I'm gonna do the 5 rings off and do that shot. 2.9. We'll do the max curl shot. And I hit it great to the left or right. That might actually help me. I'll run out of space if anything. .440. I'm not sure. I'm sure if you get all the way to the tip, you can get into your short iron range. But I'm not sure from that distance. I think I'm still gonna be in my grizzly. I think. What? Why does that look like it's gonna clip the rough on the other side? Did you put all your topspin on, dude? If you're gonna bring a power 4 ball and you didn't have enough topspin on whatever club you were doing, the big topper, it starts off with 100. I am just not sure about this. But then again, I'm never sure when I... Ooh. All right. Let's hit this last one perfect. Even if it doesn't go in, let's just end with a perfect. Okay, I'm right at minimum club. So minimum grizzly is 1.4. So 2.1 divided by 1.4 straight up is 1.5 rings. One and a half rings. Straight up. Hitting it perfect. Get in the hole. Get in. Oh, need to do plus 0.1. Oh, and now that I think about it, that is the deal. Oh, so close. So close. At least I hit a perfect. I ended on a perfect. I didn't hit those other ones perfect, and I'm pretty sure at least one of those would have went in if I'd hit a perfect. So I feel pretty good. I know that I'm not going to win, but I do feel pretty good about without having any notes and going out there and having to reinvent the wheel on all the holes. I feel pretty good about the round. Could have did better, but I feel pretty good. Hell, I don't even think that's banner worthy. We'll see. It might be banner worthy. Maybe. I doubt it. There's just way too many opportunities to pick up shots out there. In the hole. In the hole. In the hole. Wherever you're at in your club, plus 0.1. At least from that spot. Now, if you're further back where my opponent was at, it might be different. That's the thing about when people give you percentages and they're like, oh yeah, you make a 10% or you make a you make a regular pull plus 0.2 or you do whatever. That's from where they're normally hitting. And who the hell knows where they're normally hitting? I suppose if you're just matching their shot and you got the same exact clubs, then you can do that. But all right, we ended with a 16. I'm 100% positive you need to hit better than a 16 in order to have any shot to win. I'm not going to be surprised if it's not a 20. Yep. Fourth, and you know how many fourth place I have? A bunch. Have to pick up one more, and all those ones that I missed, that one right there, the plus 0.1, the ones that I missed earlier on where I didn't hit perfect into the cup, all those are like every single one of those. You just can't do that stuff. You've got to hit perfect if you're actually trying to make good adjustments. You got to hit perfect after you make that good adjustment, otherwise you're in the deal. But I have a bunch of fourths, so I would almost be happy if somebody knocked me down to fifth just so that I would not get another fourth. I can't remember how many fourths I have, but it's a bunch. Oh, that was in a major. Yeah, that was in a major as well. That was in a major. Was that seventh? Okay, so those are all majors. And these were the ones with the newer range. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 7 fourths. Look at that. I thought it was more actually. Not too bad. Fourth is the worst place. Fourth is just as bad as second. 2 is just as bad as 4. All right, there you have it. How to get fourth. Not too bad, but I just think of especially this par 3 right, these 2 par 3s, these 2 earlier par 3s, not picking the shots up, and I did have a lot of opportunities to on the Albie shots, just not hitting perfect. And on the last one, just not making the right adjustment. I was thinking to myself before I went to the hole, I need to just do 1-to-1 plus 0.1, or wherever I'm at my club plus 0.1, and I did the wherever I was at my club and forgot to add on the plus 0.1. Dang it! Have a great week. Next week is the spring major, and I can tell you right now from doing the walkthrough, the scouting report, that with the new pin placements, there's several of these holes that are super, super risky. I see some of these par 3s being where we're going to have large percentage of the bracket that fail on those. So you need to be very selective on what clubs you bring, and you need to be strategic. You need to bring out the right club. But it's one of those things where if you're having a problem, just put it over on the green and don't try and go for the cup, and then just make your putt. Because not everybody out there is as bad a putter as me. And just get on the green side and make your putt and move along, little doggy, as opposed to trying to go for it. Because if you're really going for it, you take a big risk of ending up in the drink or the sand. And so we're going to have to be really smart about how we play some of those par 3s. And I think the rocket, especially for those of you that have a maxed out rocket where it's got all of its backspin, that club is going to be in your bag this week. And normally, like, we all forgot that we had it, but you're going to have to dig it out and brush it off and get the dirt off of it. And it will be your friend this week, I believe. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. Like I said, be safe, and I will catch you on the next one.